Ooh. Not good. Not good. Okay, alright, that's okay. Hello everyone, LYNX is here, and welcome back to Hardspace Shipbreaker, episode 14, our first episode as a level 8 certification laborer, and our first look at the Class 6 spaceships. Ooh. Very hard. Okay, so these appear to look like Class 5s. No. So Class 4 are just medium transports, Class 5s are industrials and transports rated hard, and Class 6 is just more of the same, industrial and transports rated very hard. The actual amount of money hasn't really changed. I'm not sure how I want to do that then. Oh, let's start with an industrial, and then we'll swing over to transport. We'll just take a look at each one and see what they're like. Because if there aren't many changes, then a lot of the way we handle these ships will be the same as it has been in the past. Okay, got a pressurized crew quarters and flight station. Everything else looks depressurized, pressurized airlock. Everything's depressurized in the back. Got a heat sink, a lot of fuel tanks, the reactor, coolant station. What do we have over here? Heat sink, another heat sink. This doesn't appear to be much more difficult than what we've seen so far. Alright, well, let's depressurize some airlocks.
Levels dropping. Airlock pressure levels dropping.
And head on in. What do we got? About the same. Looks pretty similar. Alright, well, let's not waste time. Let's see if we can get the meat and potatoes out of here. Reactors, thrusters, and all of that.
Air pressure level decreasing.
I believe this section is depressurized, but we're not going to worry about that yet. Alright, let's rapid D the flight station.
Air pressure level decreasing.
Ooh, careful. Knocking these data pads around. There it is. Okay. Then we'll open up here and here. Sounds good to me. Okay. We're gonna head on into the back here and pipe junctions. Right, well, let's get these thrusters flushed. And then while that's happening, start making our cuts. Nice and easy, nice and easy. We don't want to do anything too crazy. Not yet. kind of waiting on this thruster to flush its fuel out. Again, as long as you don't have the one in the middle go off at the same as the time as the outsides, you'll be okay. Alright. Thruster is vented. Let's vent this one. And looks like that's that. Problems taken care of. Alright, let's slice. Let's start detaching the fuel tanks. We could just send the fuel tanks straight to the processor, but we don't really want to do that. It does seem like there are more fuel tanks than usual, which I guess is just part of the hazard. Alright, let's keep making our cuts. Yep, slide this one out. And you head right on over to the processor for processing. Thank you. Alright, let's pull these aft sections up and out of here. These large ones we're going to give 2 tethers just to expedite things. If we pull them back and up from the bottom, they sort of slip off like a little sleeve, leaving all the goodies behind. This one's separating? Good, it is. Alright, let's get this titanium keel out of here. This is just going to cause us problems if it gets mixed up down there and hits a fuel tank or something. It's already hooked onto our piece. Get out of here. Ooh, it ricocheted. Well, that might be. There you go. That'll get you in the right direction. Alright, look at that. Not too shabby. Everything's peeling off as advertised. Let's get these fuel tanks out of here. Alright, we need these thrusters for our next level certification. So these are actually important, besides just being good money.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Yep, fuel tanks, goodbye. And then the next thruster, boom. As long as there's not a fuel tank underneath the thruster, we'll be okay. Oof, that's going to be a problem. Slide over, there you go.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Right. So far, so good. Let's see. We're going to send you over to the processor and disconnect this heatsink. That should make that whole wall detach. You can go with that piece, and you can detach over to that processor. Again, we're going to do a nice clean slice right here and rip this whole section of piping off, as it also needs to go to the processor. Boom! No, look out! Look out! Boom! There you go, there you go. Just sending pieces flying every which way. Oh my goodness. Boom, there you go.
Oxygen reserves are low.
Valuable object processed.
He shoots and scores, okay? Alright, we've got it visible on the back. Now let's send these pieces here. We need to go get oxygen, but first, let's use our tethers to move these pieces in position quickly. Because I would really like to get paid for these massive sections of nanocarbon in the back of the ship. They're worth quite a bit. Watch out for that fuel tank.
Valuable object process.
Alright, so we'll head on over here and grab some oxygen and some tethers. Still doing good on time.
Are critical. Affordable oxygen supplies are available for
Let's look at our certification really quick. Reactor, thruster, and ECU. Okay, so
Jack.
aside from the added challenge, that's sort of where we're already at. Alright, well, let us go disable the ECU. And then, let's see, I think the easiest way is going to be to slice right through this. Yeah, there, sure. Well, I know we can disable the ECU even if we can't pull it out. Disabling the ECU is fairly easy. And then we can at least get the reactor.
We got 5 minutes left in this shift. Knock out that work order before they turn the lights out on you. We were out.
Alright. I'm gonna swing right over here and precision cut these sections of pipe out.
Reactor meltdown triggered.
Boom.
Action urgently required.
It's okay. We're just gonna gently slide this thing out while it's melting down. Boom, to the barge with you. Please and thank you. Alright, let's go, well, I want to go work on the ECU, but let's make sure it makes it first. Okay.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
All of this stuff is in the way here. Come on. Okay, well this might be the quickest way to do this. Is if we just push out this sensor array. These, for some reason, if you saw cut them, they don't always detach. They can have little pieces remaining because their connectors don't fully disappear when they're saw cut. So we're just gonna precision cut them. How about this wall section? Are you ready to detach?
Salvage
You
secured. Credits deposited.
are almost ready to detach. Now I believe you are. Nope. Trying. We'll get there. Alright, let's laze this. And then we'll laze that. That should pull away now. Okay, let's do the same down here. Ooh, right through the coolant pipe. Nice. Alright, let's cut a few down here in the bottom just to give us some room to maneuver. We are going to run out of time for sure. We need to be quick. Why is that not disconnected? No, it is. Okay. Get over there. Thank you.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
No, we've still got that keel in the way. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna disintegrate this walkway out of our way. Alright. And get these up and out of here. Alright, that's pretty good. It's gonna be close. Down to the wire. A little bit. Ooh, don't burn up the suit. Alright, let's slice that pipe and get this thing pulled out of here. Come on, detach and go up there. There we go.
Alright, Cutter. Wrap it up. You got about a minute left.
Come on, ECU. We got this. You're coming with me. Oh, this keel is in the way. Snap. Alright, there we go, there we go. Tethered away. You're good. That should do it. Come on. We can cut that pipe away if we have to. Not too shabby. We didn't get those big pieces of nanocarbon. Got the ECU, though.
Accepted. Credits transferred.
Ah, the power generator. We didn't get that either. We could easily come back and clean up and make a lot of money in the second shift. It's 5.5 mil. That's still not bad for a single shift, and we hit every single certification requirement we needed. So if we go look, we did. We got 1 reactor, 3 thrusters, 1 ECU. We didn't really get that many work order objectives, and we have a lot of credits still to go. That did not seem that much more difficult than a Class 5. I hate to be critical, but it felt pretty similar to me. Let's see what we can do with a very hard transport. We'll just assess if there are any changes at all. Alright, we got sensor tower. Fairly simple, easy money. Boom. Alright.
Salvage secured.
Sensor
Credits
says
deposited.
the crawl space is pressurized, the cabin's pressurized, radio room, flight station. Okay. Most of the ship is currently pressurized.
Airlock pressure levels dropping. Airlock pressure levels dropping.
No problem. Let's go down into it. And then we're going to have to, yep, ride through this because
Airlock pressure levels
fully pressurized inside. This is okay, so this is dangerous because the crawl space is pressurized. If we rapidly decompress that crawl space, we could have some very serious issues. The pressure could dislodge a fuel tank. It could hit a thruster. Okay, we need to think about this for a second. But this is just an arrangement of the air pressurization. This isn't necessarily... Let's try to decompress through the atmosphere control regulator and
Air
see if...
pressure level decreasing.
Okay, it did naturally depressurize the space. Okay, that's good. That's very good. Let's come over here and open up this airlock to the rest of the world.
Airlock pressure levels dropping.
Now at this point we can depressurize the reactor room. That's not a big deal. Yeah, a little
Air
plastic
pressure
bottle.
level decreasing.
Some chips come flying out. That's okay. We've opened up this section. Yep, and then, okay, this is the same as it was. We just got to close this off. As long as there's not like a giant coolant or fuel tank here in the cargo area, which there is not, we can just rapid D this.
Air pressure level decreasing.
Burning up that fuel. Yeah, we need to remember to use our hands. There we go. And just rapid D the flight station.
Air pressure level decreasing.
Fairly simple process. Piece of cake. Alright, and let's keep collecting those data pads. Alright, now that the entire ship is depressurized, let's start peeling the back off of this thing. I don't think we're even going to worry about the fuel tanks at this stage. There's really no reason to. Okay, so we've got one thruster is venting, and it ruptured. The other thruster is venting, it also ruptured. Okay, well that's why we do two on the outsides without doing the one on the inside. It's that reason right there. We don't really want to go back there near that stuff. Alright, let's slice. Yep, watch out for that power generator. Cut these open. And this open. Okay, and now we're ready to vent the center thruster. Very good. Then we're going to come over here. And we'll slice up these nacelles. These are fairly easy money. I'm not sure the major benefit to doing the industrial ship. It seems like the transport is just a better all-around ship for money and work orders. But perhaps I'm just missing something. That's also possible. Okay, the middle thruster did not rupture. So we're in a good spot now. Let's continue slicing over in this place here. Just get this bottom half disconnected. I was going to say detached and disconnected at the same time. Deconnected. It was connected, now it's deconnected. In case you were wondering how to speak Thraxian. Okay, this is an aluminum panel. We can absolutely throw this thing over there. There you go.
Material deposited.
Piece of cake. Okay, let's grab the bottom half of these engines or these hull sections, and let's throw them up top here. No, wait. They're disconnecting because they don't have line of sight. Let's try again. From the top of the bottom to the back of the wall. That's what we need. Ooh, I forgot to get the nacelles off the other side. Alright, well let's see if we can just squeeze right in here really fast and just disconnect them really fast. Alright, and we just push them out. Alright, tether here. Watch out, don't let it pull you down. Where'd the other one? Oh, it's still kind of free floating a little bit. Okay, there you go. Look at that, nice and exposed back here.
Salvage deposit accepted.
Just like we like it.
Credits transferred.
Here, let's send you to the processor. Let's attach you to that.
Salvage
Ooh.
secured. Credits deposited.
Not good. Not good. Okay, alright, that's okay. So he threw the titanium keel. It nicked the thruster fuel line, which should have been vacated, to be honest. It should have been totally evacuated. I'm not sure why we're still getting a thruster fuel leak.
Salvage secured.
Let's get these thrusters out of here before they become a secondary detonation themselves.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
We did flush all 3 lines. Okay, alright. So what happened is that fuel leak hit a minor fuel canister in this room that also had some oxygen tanks, and they straight up ruptured. Not a huge deal. We didn't lose anything incredibly valuable. The most important part of when stuff goes wrong is just keeping your cool, not overreacting. And then the second most important part is, well, learning from it and not doing it again. Let's go ahead and disconnect the coolant and get that reactor underway before we waste any more time. Okay. Alright.
Reactor meltdown.
We don't
sequence
really
triggered.
need this.
Urgent action required.
This can go right over there. Just get that out of here. And then also, we want to safely and carefully slice these 2 pipes clean off so that we can just slip the reactor right out the top. Yep, nice and easy. Pull it over.
Component incinerated. Penalty has been applied.
Okay, so the titanium keel ended up going into the furnace. It's not the end of the world. Okay, the reactor cap came apart, so we need to just send this reactor down there now. Let's start sending it in that direction. Alright, let's get a grip on it and throw it. Got it.
Salvage secured. Credits.
All right, Cutter, you got 5 minutes left.
Not
of this
so bad.
shift before they turn the lights out on you.
Not so
Pitter
bad.
patter. We wrap.
Pitter patter, let's get at her. And let's pull this ECU out and get it to the barge. Nope, don't panic. Focus. The rank says focus. We got 5 minutes. We don't want to waste any time. If we can get the power generator, that's even better. Again, we haven't lost anything of extreme value yet.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Just pull this ECU right out, nice and slow. It's pretty heavy. And there it goes. Bye-bye. Now, let's get these sections pulled up front here.
Caution. Tether supplies are low.
Nice and fast.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
We still got the fuel tanks attached. Whatever. Not a lot we can do. Okay. Power generator really isn't worth that much, but I do like to secure it when possible. So let's secure it. Oh no. No, the fuses are going to detach. Let's collect these fuses here. You gotta be careful when you pop that power generator and the fuses cut loose. Yeah, because they can arc, especially when you got free-floating fuel tanks like we have. Something you definitely want to be aware of. Alright, there it is. Power generator secure.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Alright, let's detach our fuel tanks. Yep, we're just gonna tumble them and detach them. Alright.
Warning.
Yeah, we're gonna
Tethers
need more
depleted.
tethers for sure. We got the big work orders done and the requirements for our certification.
Welcome to Vintatron 9000. Thank you for your purchase. Thank you for
I guess
your
we'll get
purchase.
some fuel too. Okay, the big reason I did that though is I would love to get these massive nanocarbon panels over here to the processor. They're so valuable. And if it takes a lot of tethers, then let's just get a lot of tethers to pull these pieces in. It's worth so much money. And I think unlike last time where we also tried to double down and get some of the other components in, I don't think we're going to do that this time. We're going to go ahead and cut this aluminum up just so we feel like we're doing something. Yeah, 800 kilograms of nanocarbon, that's what I'm talking about. There you go, 6,000 kilograms of nanocarbon. And this whole time, they would have been fine. We could have gone to the next one. There it goes, look at that.
1 minute left, Cutter. Time to start wrapping things up. Weaver out.
And the fuel tank came out.
Valuable object.
If the fuel tank goes in the processor, it does detonate. Alright, let's see if we can get this. Whatever. I was trying to get us a detonation on the front half so we could easily disconnect this piece, but we don't really have the time for that. We could try. Oh, wait, you can process the fuel tank? I didn't know the fuel tanks could go in the processor. There we go. Disconnected, so if we would have done this, we could have started moving the front pieces as well, but I think this is going to be our best for a 15-minute shift, if I had to guess. Even with the detonation in the back, 6.6 million, 699,000, practically 6.7 million for one 15-minute shift. You can see the nanocarbon panels, almost a full million, 1.3 million off the thrusters, 3 million up from the reactor. The ECU is a quarter mil for the power generator as well. You can't overlook that power generator because it's worth as much as the ECU, so. The thruster class caps, I mean, it all adds up, right? It's all gravy and it all adds up. Nanocarbon and paneling. The nacelles, 300,000 for the nacelles. Not bad, not too shabby. For our episode 14 first look at the class 6 ships. Not very different at all from the class 5 ships, even though they are rated at a higher difficulty. So I think what that means is I'm just going to keep playing and working on my certifications off camera. Work on getting my equipment upgraded, because it's a lot of the same thing over and over again. And then once I feel like I've got something new to show, maybe a faster way to do something or a better way to do something, then we'll come back. Or if there's an update that adds new stuff, we'll come back to that too. So, until next time, take care.